Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and I'm a little disappointed. We had the auction last night. It was kind of crowded, and there was not a whole lot of things there. So, and the things that were there went for like good money. I'm talking crystal was going for like $150, and I'm just not used to that. So the things that I got were stretches. I don't normally, some of these things are new for me to buy. Some were stupid for me to buy. And I have one other story, and that would be that, you know, when you go to an auction, you generally get your stuff and then you find a box or you bring your own box and then you kind of pile it in there so that it's all together. Or you put it in a group on a table that's already been sold and then maybe put like a thing over it so nobody touches it. Well, from learning from past experiences, the boxes tend to go quick. So I went ahead and when I first walked in, I grabbed a nice big size box because I wanted a good one. I knew I was going to get a lot. And I grabbed my box, I put it under the table that we're like auctioning on, and I get a few things, I start putting them in my box, and then we move down the table. So, you know, all that's sold, and then we're going that other way. And so later on down that table, it's a long table, I get a few more things, and then I decide to go back to my box and put the things in it that I had in my hands from, you know, that I just got. And lo and behold, my box was gone. So I was freaking out. I'm like looking, I'm making sure that it's the right table. Well, yeah, of course it is. There's only one table that's been sold, and my box was under it. I'm pretty sure my box was the only box under there too. So I'm looking all over the place for it, and I don't see it. I'm starting to freak out. I mean, it's not expensive stuff, but it was the principle of it. And I'm like, did somebody steal my stuff? So I go to the auctioneer, you know, he's still, you know, talking to everybody. And I say, somebody stole my box. I had some things in there and it's gone. And so he gets on the PA thing and he's like, hey, I just want to let everybody know, you know, don't take boxes. So it's like everyone hears this. And then somebody else says, oh, you know, there's cameras that you can check here. And I'm like, oh, great. So then I go up to the front desk and I ask them about, hey, you know, somebody stole my box. And then the main guy that owns the auction house came out, and I say, yeah, it was right under this table over here. I had some lamps in there and like a little stuffed thing. And he was like, so we walk over and he's like, are those the lamps right there? And I'm like, I felt really stupid. I'm like, yeah, they were, somebody took my stuff out of my box and set them on top of the table and then just took the box. I was like, first of all, I felt like an idiot because I wasn't looking for my stuff. I was looking for a box with, you know, the stuff that was in it. And I was just a little kind of shocked. I was glad that I got my stuff, but I was shocked that somebody did that. It was already sold. That stuff was already sold, so I don't know why they thought that they could just take things out of the box and take the box. So that was annoying because, well, then I had to break. By then, you know, there was only a few boxes and they were smaller. No big deal. I got my stuff back. But that was the story that just kind of started out the day of crap. Just crap stuff that I bought. And I'm not too happy. I'm going to make some money. But anyways, long story. I'm going to get right on into it. Okay, first off, I got these globes. Now, I did not look them over. I just know that globes sell pretty well. And again, it's something I wasn't really planning on buying because they are larger and I'm trying to simplify things with shipping. And I didn't really look them over. So I figured a globe is a globe. What really is, like, all the graphics look good on them. So anyway, so I go to pick them up off the table and I don't remember, it's this one. I go to pick it up and it does that. It's complete, well, it's completely off its axis. It's nuts. Like actually the bracket down here, like, was chipped. There it is. So that is just broke. And then I noticed that the equator is beat to hell on the whole thing. So, and that's ripped there. Not a smart thing.
I do have the piece that's chipped on the bottom. I have that little piece of plastic that I can maybe glue back on there. I paid $2 for this globe, so it's not a huge mistake, I guess, but it just adds to the whole chaos of getting junk that I don't normally buy. It's really dirty. I got to clean it up. I think I could put it in the booth actually and maybe sell it for $15 or something like that. So it's not a complete loss by any means. And then I bought this globe also in the same grouping for $2. And this one's actually good, except for there is the equator. Where's it going on? There was a spot. Here it is. The equator's gone in this spot here. I think I can get away with this one online and just note that the equator's a little messed up, but at least it's all in one piece and it's not broke. It's just very dirty. So I got to clean this a lot, figure out what the dates of it is, which again, I hate doing that. It's monotonous for me to try to figure out when the globe was made. I wish they would just put a date on here, and maybe they did, but I don't know. They put everything except for a date. I don't get that. So anyways, I got 2 globes, $2 a piece. That's not a bad price for globes, so I can't complain too much. Next up was this dinky little matchbook thing. I don't buy stuff like this. It's too country for me. Again, that's a booth item. I hope it sells in the booth. I thought, now it's my fault. I didn't look it over. I did not know for sure what this was. It was kind of at an angle like this, and actually more like that. And I'm like, oh, that's like an old looking toothpick holder, and I didn't see the chickens or crap on there. So, and it was in a flat with some other vintage toy items. And so I figured, well, that's worth it. So I think I paid $2, and I ended up, this is really the only good thing out of that. The rest was just all broken plastic, newer toys. So again, not excited about that. Hopefully I can sell it for like $8 to $10. Okay, and then I got these 2 ships. Now these ships were pretty cool. I think, I should have I don't know where my prices are. I'd like to give you accurate totals of what I spent. I'm just going by my memory. I think I paid $2 for the pair. So, okay, $1 a piece, not a big deal. But they're really dirty. This one, I don't know what's going on with the base. It looks like somebody glued it really badly, like they were just learning how to use glue. And I don't know what the hell. I mean, I don't get it. So, and then this one, it's like weathered a really bad storm, and it's just, I'm not sure. So I don't think that's going to go online because I don't think it'll survive the trip, but maybe in the booth. And I hope I could sell them for like maybe $12 a piece, $12, $15. Again, another bad purchase. I bought this stupid cat, and from a distance, I thought it was wood. I thought this was like a nice hand-carved wood cat. And I really only bought it because this other guy that was buying like a lot of the mid-century stuff that I would normally buy was looking it over, and he bid on it first. Well, I mean, we kind of both bid on it at the same time. But so I went up to $4 on it. And it's not wood. It's like, I don't know what you call that. It's that material that's kind of like what's that? That hard plaster of Paris kind of thing. But I don't know. I hope it sells. This will be a booth item again, maybe around $12 or $15. Another dumb purchase was this light. And it's not old. I knew that, but it was just different, and I thought it looked like kind of a railway thing or an old light, but I don't even know what it is. And that's part of the problem. I don't know what this is supposed to be. And the other problem is it has these wires that you're supposed to do something with, and it looks like it's missing a finial. I don't know. So basically, I inherited a problem here. Maybe I'll just throw like $10 on it and put it in the booth and see if it sells. I'm saving like the one decent thing for the end. So let's just keep going. I got this little mini iron. It's, I guess, a travel size iron, or I don't know. But I paid $1 for it. And the cord, yeah, the cord's in good shape. It's just really dirty. Yeah, the cord's in good shape. That's just crap. Okay. And then, yeah, so I don't know. It's probably like a $15 thing online. Not, again, not a huge money maker, but for $1, I thought, why not? I don't know. There's like a scratch in there. All right, and then I got this for free. Somebody bought something that had a lot of things in it, so I said she was just going to leave it there, and I held it up and I asked her if she wanted it, and she said no, and I said, okay, I'll take it. So there's a little dirt on here. I might be able to clean that off. I sold something similar to this in my booth for like $8, so if it's free, why not? Okay. These were the two lamps that I thought were stolen at first. Now they telescope, which is really cool. I didn't get a chance to look them over very much. I did check them before the auction start for cracks, and they don't have any cracks. They're just a little dirty, and they both work. I did check that, and the plastic is in nice shape. It's like a I forget what you call this. It's not Bakelite, but it has that swirling in there. Maybe it's not called anything, I don't know. But it's in good shape, and they both telescope. So I didn't realize this though, that it's missing the back piece. So I got these home and I was looking them over and I'm like, you know, that's just adds to the day. You know, this is missing its back cover. I still think it's a neat piece. Oh, and it's chipping on the inside, the paint. So I might be able to sell this for like $12 online just to get it in and out real quick. But if it was in great shape and it had the pieces and everything, I could really stand by $24 or $30 with something like this. And then the switches on the front. Same thing with this piece. I really like this head on here, but they're like, something's going on in here with this piece. So it works, and I don't know. I need to move on. These lamps are annoying me again. So the next thing, actually, would this be the last thing? The last thing I got was this collection of stamps and like office supplies. I paid $1 for all of this. So I got all this great paper that I do use whenever I'm doing my listings and photographing. I write my things on there line by line. And then I got all these large clips. And then I grabbed, and then it also came with all of these stamps. And there's a lot, but they're not new stamps. And I didn't know that for sure. They're all used. And these are just like books, stamp albums. And there's already stamps in here, a lot of them. So that's neat. And then that's a postcard. But but these are all just used stamps that they just tore off of hundreds of letters. Because they, I guess, were a diehard collector. So there's really not a huge, I don't think there's any real money value as far as using them. I have bought stamps before at auctions and just end up using them if they haven't been used. I've tried selling stamps online and I'm not having luck. This time around, I am going to just have a huge lot and put like, I don't know, $12, $15 on the whole thing. And maybe someone will buy it. And that's the cuckoo clock again. I'm beginning to hate that thing now. Okay, so the one surprise about these stamps, I got them home and I was looking through to see if there was any stamps that were not used, because they had all these like individual like little envelopes and things from like Russia or Italy or wherever. They're all pretty much used. That's not the good part. The good part is there was I gotta find it now. There was an envelope with a letter written. Where is this envelope? My story is getting, oh, here we go. To David. So I said, and it was completely sealed, never opened. So I went ahead and opened it, and I read the note, and as I was opening it up, look what was inside. $5. Now I paid $1 for this whole business in here, and I just made $4 more. So that's nice. I don't know how long this has been in this envelope, but it's dated 74. So whoever David was, I'm sure he's sad that he never got his $5. It never mentions anything in the note about $5 either, so I was trying to figure that out. I don't think I want to show this because it might be personal, but it's kind of nonsense, really. It's about snow or something. Yeah, so this was my terrible, terrible haul video. I was expecting so much more, and that's probably what I get for expecting more. I do have another auction on Saturday that I hope turns out a lot better. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, a subscribe if you haven't, or a comment if anything looks good to you, or you can agree that this is just junk. Anyways, thanks. Bye-bye.